Hello everyone, this is Miss Chelsea and today we will be learning all about approximating square roots. The lesson objective is students will be able to estimate the value of a non-perfect square root and write decimal expansions for them. Students will also be able to place irrational numbers on a number line. Let's start with a little bit of review on number lines with decimals. Now, a decimal indicates a part of a whole. In other words, it's the place between two integers. If we can take a number line from 0 to 1, we can split up the space between them into tenths. You can do the same between any two integers. Let's try an example. Place 1.27 on the number line. Well, 1.27 is between the integers 1 and 2. Since there are 10 spaces between 1 and 2, that means that every tick mark is another 0.1. That means that we need to place 1.27 between 1.2 and 1.3. Since 7 rounds up, we want to put it closer to the 1.3. This is an accurate estimation of 1.27 on the number line. Now let's move on to today's lesson on approximating non-perfect square roots. We know how to find square roots of perfect square numbers, but what about other square numbers? For example, estimate square root of 12 to the nearest hundredth. Well, first we need to estimate the whole number. You can do this by asking yourself what two perfect square numbers is the radicand between. Remember, the radicand is the number under the square root symbol, in this case 12. It may be helpful to make a chart of perfect squares and their square roots for this step. Now if you make this chart, you will see that 12 is between the perfect squares 9 and 16. Otherwise, you will need to use the guess and check method. Now you must decide what whole numbers the square root will be between. The square root of 9 is 3 and the square root of 16 is 4, so the square root of 12 must be between 3 and 4. Now that we know that the whole number is 3, we need to find the tenths place. Let's try guessing the decimal to the nearest tenths place. It can save you time and effort if you think about how close the radicand is to each of the perfect squares before making a guess. Now, 12 is pretty close to the middle of 9 and 16, so I'm going to guess somewhere around 3.5 or 3.6. Let's go with 3.5 for now. Next, we will need to check to see if the decimal is too high or too low. We can do this by multiplying 3.5 times 3.5. Remember, you'll multiply it just like a normal number until you get your result. Then you'll have to place the decimal in the correct place. So 3.5 is actually a little bit too high because 12.25 is bigger than 12. Now we have to guess a new decimal. Since 3.5 is just slightly too big, let's try 3.4. Let's go ahead and do 3.4 times 3.4. Now we can do the decimal multiplication just like usual, and you should get 11.56. We can now tell that the best approximation is that the square root of 12 is between 3.4 and 3.5, and it is a little bit closer to 3.5. We can now guess the decimal to the nearest hundredths place. I'm going to guess 3.46 because 12 is a little bit closer to 12.25. Now let's multiply 3.46 by 3.46. Remember, do this by multiplying 346 by 346, and then once you're done multiplying everything, adding it up, you'll need to place the decimal in the correct place. We have 4 decimal places here, so there will be 4 decimal places in our answer. That is 11.9716. So 11.97 is really close to 12, but let's just try 3.47 to be safe. First, multiply 347 times 7. That's 2,429. Now let's do 347 times 40. That's 13,880. Now 347 times 300 is 104,100. Add all these together and put our decimal back in, and we get 12.0409. 3.46 is just slightly better approximation. Therefore, Square root of 12 is about 3.46. Now let's look at one more example and place square root of 30 on the number line. First, we need to find the decimal approximation of the square root. In this case, I'm only going to go to the tenths place. 30 is between 25 and 36, so square root of 30 must be between 5 and 6. It's about halfway between, so let's try 5.5. When I do the multiplication, I get 30.25. If you want, you can also multiply 5.4 by 5.4 to get 29.16. However, you don't have to be that detailed in this case, because we're going to place this decimal on the number line. Now the big lines are going to be 5 and 6, and since there are 10 spaces in between, each of the tick marks will be 0.1. So let's find 5.5 and place square root of 30 just below that. That's all for today, folks.